I'm going to make this video today, not at all happy to be making it, but I'm going to talk about the children in Chicago that attacked the mother who was picking up her child from middle school. When I first saw the videos, quite disgusted about it, what I was seeing. And at first, with everybody talking about it, I'm not one to try to follow up on other people's videos and all that, but if you follow my show, you know how I am about Chicago. I love Chicago. I'm a diehard Chicago sports fan. Great memories in my Chicago lifetime. But very disappointed from what I've seen. And for those who do not know what I'm speaking about, recently a mother picked up her child from middle school with a younger child with her. She was followed down the street, harassed, a group of kids, maybe 14, 15 deep, stalked the lady in reality after her son harassing, cursing, disrespecting. And by the time you get to the video where all the action starts, the lady turns just asking why. And before she knows it, she's getting pummeled, jumped on the ground, stomped in the head and the face, son getting beat to bits. And what makes it more disgusting for me is the fact that the bullyism, if anybody watches my show, they know I can't stand bullies. They recorded themselves doing it. They didn't see anything wrong with what they were doing. They didn't see nothing wrong with attacking an adult. It's bad enough that you're bullying kids your age and such. But let me give the reason why I decided to make this. I want to give credit where credit is due. There's a young lady on YouTube who goes by the name of River, and she has a show called River TV. Out of all the shows that I've seen, she gave the most details. So props to you, River, for that. And what I mean by that is this: because of probably YouTube rules, they did not show the attacks. They blurred it. Once a child swung, all you saw was blurred screens and everything else. Though you know those kids were the troublemakers, the everything else that went with that. When I watched this video today, to see the contact of those punches landing on that lady, to see a young lady stomp this woman in her face while she was on the ground. Okay, let me break it down even further to you. There's one of the troublemakers' mom who made a post trying to defend her daughter's actions. She said her daughter was a cheerleader. She said her daughter was a straight A student. She said that her daughter was this, that, and other. And then the young lady had the nerve to get on camera and say that she was just being a follower. This is what I mean about the video I seen today. The punches that hit this lady were massive. Now, let me give you a backstory. Earlier stories were wrong. They said that the woman was pregnant. She was not pregnant. It comes to find out that the woman has sickle cell anemia. The bullies that picked on her because the way she talked, the way she walked. This lady is ill. This is where the disgust comes into me. That lady had no chance against the number of kids that it was, especially in her medical condition. We have cheerleader girl who punched the lady, and she is the one that I see on video for the first time I saw it. She's beating this woman in the face, steps back and drops a stomp on this lady's face while she's laying there. The son, who looks to be about 10 or 11, is crying. He's getting punched everywhere. Some little bad bastard in yellow first goes and does this amazing karate kick from the air like he's in WWE to pounce on the lady, turns around, grabs her son, and slams him to the ground violently. He's even shorter than the boy. If that young man's face or head had hit that concrete, he may not be alive today. That's how much force he slammed down on it. And then we got this young girl walking around with the fake pink fur edges who decides to keep punching and running and punching and running and punching and running. And then we got this one young lady in the gray sweatpants looking like a grown ass woman. Look like she about 6'3". She's the one I'm telling you making the punches. When the lady grabbed her son to her, she hit that lady in the side of her face, and this is what caused her to fall. I almost dropped tears watching this going on. I'm not going to make any excuse about them being kids. Because if someone would have took the time and came out there and bat-whopped them, I would have cheered. It was the celebration that they were having while they were beating on the lady and the kids that disgusted me most. And then we find out the backstories. This ain't the first time they've done this. There's a lot of backstory going on about it, and I'm not going to repeat somebody else's pages. I'm just telling you how much this did to me. You got a lot of people out there saying, if that would have been my kids, if that had been my girlfriend or wife, I don't give a damn what they say. I know me. I'm going to stop right there. Anyway, those kids do not need to be free. I don't care what juvie time they get. I have no sympathy for that. I do say this. The parents need to be investigated. If they have been pre-warned about this through school, through police action or whatever, they need to be gone. The parents need to do time if they're sending them out there like that. I will repeat one story. I read a story where one lady said that she tried to feed these kids and help a group of these kids, and that they even turned on her. That's just as much as I'm going to say about somebody else's story. So if all these things come out to be true, and this is what we're dealing with, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds will grow up to be the monsters that they're acting like. No different than a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old will get better in playing sports. You get better at what you do. If you're running around in these streets beating people and assaulting people, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And I have no sympathy for that, even from little black kids. Little black kids that I love to teach and show how to be better people. If you can't tell, this is really bothering me. I get tired of hearing about the Chicago stories being negative. I love so many times when I see Chicago positive stories. The whole world is talking about this now. I see they'd even arrested a couple of them. But let me say this part. The little boy who was recording, the dumbass who recorded it and posted it, thank you, dumbass, for posting and recording, because now we know which one of y'all to get and to get off of the street. To the little boy recording, you were the ringleader. You were the one throwing out all the insults. You even told the one girl, you pushed her in the back and said, get her. So you may not have thrown any punches, but you orchestrated it. You probably even brought them all together from what I'm seeing. I'm not going to go in too much deeper than that. I just wanted to pinpoint the kids that I saw and to make sure that everybody understand. Look at River TV and look at her video, and you'll see no blurriness, and you'll see the contact that's been made and which child was the ones doing the assaulting. That's all I came to say, and shake my head, as they always say, SMH. And with that, I'll go ahead and close out this one and say, bye bye. We got to do better.